Hey guys, I'm Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and today we're back at you guys with the OC.
Season 2, episode 12.
Yeah.
This one is called, sorry, I forgot to check, The Lonely Hearts Club. I see Seth, I see Summer, and I see Zach. So the road trip to San Diego is happening. Last episode, Summer basically modeled for Seth's comic book. And
she really went all out.
And they almost kissed. And
it wasn't an almost kiss situation. Come on.
It was. They really connected and they decided that they needed to stay apart so that it doesn't happen again. But then Zach was like, I got into contact with one of the guys that, that works with comic books and stuff. And he got them a meeting. So they all have to go, all three of them. I don't know if the others are going to tag along. But at least these two are going to have to stay together in a car for a road trip. Yay!
Yeah.
Again,
also,
I ship it, but...
we had the dinner with Ryan, Lindsay,
Lindsay.
Caleb, and Kirsten.
And Caleb had a heart attack.
Yep.
He says it changed him and it changed his perspective on things. So he wants a chance to get close to Lindsay and she wants it. But to want it, she basically told Ryan that for now, her dad needs her. So he needs to step back.
He needs to go.
So we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice for Ryan. But I mean, I don't think Caleb deserves it. But if that can work, good for them. It's just sad that she has to push Ryan away from that.
Don't think about it about that. Caleb doesn't deserve it. Lindsay deserves a chance to
Lindsay
know her
deserves
dad.
it. Yeah, it's true.
That's
yeah,
it.
I just think it sucks that Ryan has to step back because of that.
True.
So, and Rebecca, the soulmate of Sandy, is back, and he's gonna take on her case. And Kirsten
met her.
She just found her in the office, so we'll see what happens there. But that's pretty much what happened last episode. So I say we jump in.
It looks bad, really bad.
Let's see what happens next. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys, if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
In the meantime, guys, let's go.
Sandy, is that you?
And drama. That's what happens. Anytime you keep something from her, she finds out.
What's gonna hurt most is not the fact that she's there, it's the lies. The lies.
I had no idea you felt this way.
Don't look at me, they were here when I came in.
Why don't you guys give me a hand, huh? The rest of the flowers are out in the car.
There's such a thing as overkill.
He made a big mistake.
Oh, they don't know her yet?
Full holiday.
Still broken up over the Alex breakup?
Nope. Summer's back.
Whoa.
I don't want it to be, believe me, but apparently the universe has other plans.
The
Dude,
universe is involved.
the heart wants what it wants.
That's what I mean.
I mean, the best scenario would be for Zach to break up with Summer before that happens.
I hope so.
She is
Does Sandy know that she knows?
I don't think, no. I assumed, but...
Oh no. If there wasn't any Rebecca, that would have been so sweet. But the fact that she knows is just so
looks like I'm not the
hurtful.
only one at odds with the universe.
Sandy, you have so much stuff to fix.
I think I know what this is about. And I can explain.
You lied to me, Sandy.
Yeah.
She's accused of a very serious crime. Anything I would tell you about her could make you an accessory.
Don't try to get off on a technicality.
Just
She's
say
innocent.
sorry.
And she's my client.
You were in love with her. Don't pretend this isn't complicated
There's too
for
much
you.
history.
You're damn right it's complicated.
Start by saying sorry.
There's nothing going on between us. Oh, please, let's not fight.
You still lied, and she...
Valentine's Day.
Dude, start by saying sorry.
For him, it's so obvious that
Yeah,
he
but
didn't do
not
anything.
for her.
Happy
She
day
said-
before Valentine's Day.
Well, she kind of told you she wanted a break.
We should take a break.
But it didn't really occur to me at the time that Valentine's Day was coming up.
You didn't want to be alone on Valentine's Day.
Can we take some time off from taking time off?
Sure. If you do something for me.
Yeah, name it, anything.
I apologize to Caleb.
It's him who
Both
attacked
of
us.
them.
It's your
I apologize I could take you out. Valentine's Day?
Why does he need to apologize for?
Because he kind of hyped things up after. And, it's not his fault, but it's true that Caleb is not going to be the one that makes the first move.
So he needs to be the bigger man? He needs to be the adult in this?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god.
Whoa.
It's fun to have money, right?
That's gonna be a really sick comic character.
You don't like it?
He doesn't like your music, so drive you off the road.
That was so your fault. Last year he drove us into a ditch on our way to Tijuana.
Is the TJ thing?
Yeah, actually we did the pit stop on the way to TJ thing.
That's where things started.
The bed was like covered with all these tiny little curly
Oh,
hairs.
well, I seem to remember you begging me for a spot on my bed.
Who got the bed?
Both.
Who worked it out?
It's gonna be so awkward.
I know you're being put in the middle of this, but if you want to take her case, I'm not going to stand in your way.
Well, he just stepped out.
I'm not going to be her lawyer.
Don't, not because of
You
me.
didn't force me to do anything.
He's too sweet, okay? We can't hate him.
I have to say,
There's no reason to hate him yet, but...
There's one thing you can do for me. Please find a restaurant that still has a reservation open for tomorrow night. Something with a view of the ocean. And an overpriced prix menu.
sounds like the Arches.
Perfect.
I'll call them right now.
At least they're doing good.
Somehow I feel like it's not over, though.
I know it's not gonna be over, but it's a good step in the right direction.
My mom's been home for like 3 hours and already I'm going insane.
You know, my mom used to drive me crazy too, and then one day I just decided I was not gonna let it bother me anymore. I take a deep breath, count to 3, give her a big smile, and say something like, "Interesting idea, Mom. I'll give that some thought." Women like that, they thrive on confrontation. But if you refuse to engage, then there's not really anything they can do.
That's kind of true. Look at her use that exact same phrase later.
She's so OCD, man. Backpacking with her is gonna be a nightmare.
You guys are going backpacking?
Yeah, my sister's getting married in Tuscany. Summer's gonna be my date.
Doesn't sound romantic at all.
You guys here to pitch to Mr. Bernstein?
Yes, we are.
He can't see you till tomorrow. He got delayed coming back from Japan.
Ah,
So they're gonna go to a cheap motel?
kind of like the first time they went on the road trip. Uh-huh.
So just Cinque Terre in Venice, or maybe like Florence too?
He's
or
so
something?
jealous.
Trying this, aren't
There's
you?
nothing going on. Hmm.
It's like the dentist. Think of how much better you'll feel when it's over.
It might make things worse, though.
Hey, Mr. Nickel.
Is he good at playing pool, maybe?
Oh, my Caleb. So you play pool? No, my first time.
Jesus, stop,
I
man.
came by to apologize. I'm sorry if I had anything to do with your heart attack.
Thank you, Ryan.
It
Realize
was
it
all
wasn't
your
easy
fault.
for you to string so many words together.
Fuck you.
Oh,
I'm really noting.
Guess I don't have much to say to you.
Well, how about thank you for the fine education you're getting, the roof over your head, everything else I've done.
Like insulting me, treating me like a criminal.
Well, you are a criminal.
You don't know
You were just full
nothing.
house, remember?
I don't know why I tried to talk to you. It's just a waste of time.
Don't try to listen to what he has to say. You don't want to know him. You're just making
He
judgment.
makes no efforts whatsoever.
How'd it go?
There's always next Valentine's Day.
He tried. It's really like he tried. The thing is, if Caleb actually spent time with Ryan to learn how to, you know, how he is and stuff, like he would probably change his mind, but he doesn't want that opportunity.
Like
No,
that,
because he got a really bad first impression.
We got adjoining rooms, man.
If I'm in here, no, that means that then what? You guys
Oh
will be in
my
here.
gosh, Seth.
I take it you two will be in here, in there, actually, and I will be
Oh
just on the
man.
other side of this.
Seth.
Hey,
Yeah.
you okay?
He's the one that says, you know, he's against this, but Jesus, he's jealous. Everything is, you know, bringing up feelings. Imagining them together in bed right next to him, like, oh. He's in the middle. Oh
You're
my
really
god.
cock blocking them, right?
Why don't we watch another movie?
He doesn't want anything to happen.
Pay-per-view. I like monsters. Don't know about the rest of you.
I'm pretty tired.
And we could play gin, or I could do some sleight of hand for you
He's
guys.
not being subtle at all.
Go to bed.
I'm gonna be in here if you guys need me or anything.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, make it an opportunity for her to cross over when Zach's asleep. But I am still shipping it. It's just, I don't want anything to happen while they're
Maybe
still
we should have
together.
a secret note, just in case, for whatever.
Good night, Con.
Lock the door.
That's the knock we use.
Max, hey, they didn't have any green tea, but I got you some jasmine.
No. No.
Hey, Max?
First we got Caleb got a heart attack, now we got him who died because he refused to do the case. Man.
I feel like he's... Like now she just lost her dad. I have a feeling it's gonna get them even closer and he might, you know,
Do the case because of this?
we'll see. Because like as a good friend, he needs to spend time with her and help her. She has no one else right now. Did you sleep?
There's 3 shots of espresso on that.
Did you sleep at all?
Yep. Got a solid 15.
Tell me he's not gonna mess it up.
I think
See,
he
that's
will.
all you need.
Sam, you're really fucking up your future with this.
And like Seth like this, it's kind of like he's high. It's not a good look.
Great. We got Kyuujin. He's from the wrong side of the tracks. Think Karate Kid. Now take away the karate and let that marinate. Then we got Cosmo Girl. But what I want to do right now, actually, is take you to the white hot center of our condo. What I'm talking about here is passion.
You're saying there's a love story.
He's gonna talk about him in fucking Summer.
Definitely not.
Yeah, there is. Now maybe you can't see it, and maybe you
Oh
can.
my
Let me tell you something. I
gosh.
promise you this. It's there. It's a love story for our time.
Well, yeah, if you talk about the OC.
Yeah. Between who?
Why? Between the ironist and the Miss Fixin.
Oh, they're so comfortable with this.
There is no love story.
Yeah, not yet. There isn't. Okay, stop. If the ironist and Little Miss Vixen could put their differences aside, I really feel
It's so meta.
like they would realize how much more evil that they could vanquish together.
No, go when they can.
This is not the comic that we.
He might like that, but
Well, people do love stories.
Innocent promise. But you three are clearly not ready to forge a partnership.
Clearly.
So, get back to me.
you
After high
messed
school.
it up. Everyone could sense the drama. It's too personal. Yee, you gotta get out of your fucking head,
You're
Seth.
gonna lose your friend with Zach. You might lose even Summer with this.
Even though what he said is all real and it's full of emotions that are very there.
Guess there was a...
Oh, Greg, you're back.
Oh,
Can I
shut
talk
up.
to you for a second? Your study?
He's gonna give him his form truth.
I'm him for Lindsay. You shut up.
We have to
If I
talk.
want this game of pool, you go play with me too. I don't know.
I'll make you a bet.
If he wins,
We play pool. If you win, I stay out of your way. But if I win, you have to accept me as Lindsay's boyfriend.
use his pride.
It's the color of money.
Got a better idea?
He needs to win Lindsay back.
Best of 7.
Rack 'em.
Okay, let's go. Caleb needs to be,
Well,
brought down a little
would you like
bit.
to talk about that? I'm very happy to be here with you. Now that your father's gone and Caitlin's in boarding school, it's like we're all that's left of the
Well,
family.
that's where she
and it
is.
just makes sense for us to lean on each other. Do you have Caleb? I worry about Caleb and me, that we might not make it. The point is, whatever happens between Caleb and me, I'll survive. What I could never handle is losing you. I almost believe you. Honey, we need to play our cards right. I've already launched the magazine. It's a good start. But I'd like to control a little more of the company, just in case.
Of course there was a motive. It's
Do
never
you want your
genuine with her.
inheritance going to Little Miss Lindsay? Because that is where this is headed, unless you put in some serious FaceTime with your stepfather.
That's an interesting idea, Mom. I'll think about it.
I said she was gonna use it. I mean, if it works,
She cut the grass right under her feet.
now we need to talk.
She was so surprised. You messed up real bad.
She understands what he said, and she might feel similar, a similar way, but still, not the time, not the place.
If there's something you want to say to me, now's your chance.
He loves you. Oh, I know you would. Dude, get out of here.
Yeah.
I just think I'm gonna lay off the caffeine forever.
Fine. Don't say I didn't ask.
Yeah, but not now.
I think I'm just gonna take the bus.
If we're not gonna take Cohen home, we could stay here. We have the room and it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, since you guys are going to Italy, you should start getting used to the hotel life. Okay, headed to the bus depot. Happy Valentine's Day.
He comes out of it like the bitter ex, but
He is the bitter ex.
I know he is a bitter ex.
I don't want to disappear again without saying goodbye.
What are you talking about?
I'm leaving. The chances of getting off are slim.
Well, isn't it worth trying?
Not if I don't have my father anymore. Guess there's no chance of you swinging over here. Say goodbye in person.
No, I don't think so.
If he meets with her, I fear something's gonna happen. It's a drama show.
Yeah, she's leaving tonight.
She wants to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to go, I'm not going to try and stop you.
She's choosing to be the bigger person.
Love her dress.
The thing is, though, she's trusting him and she's giving him space to do what he wants, which is great. I hope that nothing happens, because if she feels that if she regrets that move,
Sandy, you should have kissed your wife.
she gave him with her face. It's like she gave him a choice and he made the wrong one. Like she wishes if he given the choice, he would have stayed, but he decided to go, and she feels that oh shit, like
Betrayal.
a little bit.
Well, she seems shocked.
Well,
That's
I
why I
think-
said you need to kiss your wife before leaving.
No, but I
at
think
least.
seeing her face, I think it's because she wanted to leave it up to him, and he made the wrong choice.
I don't think he's ever gonna get over
was not mine.
Good.
We weren't even supposed to be here. It's just like fate handed us this dream date. Why don't we just make the most of it?
Going further?
Summer, before we do anything, I need to tell you something.
What? What is it?
He's gonna tell her on the phone.
Who is it?
It doesn't matter.
Aww.
It's Summer. Obviously, you should know that since you called me.
What does he want to tell her? It seems big, like what?
Then he loves her.
No, it's not gonna be that. Before we do anything, I need to tell you something. Oh my god, your emotions are kicking over, man?
Come on, Ryan, my boy. You can do
You
it.
don't seem worried.
Yeah.
You're on it, Ryan. Pool takes a steady hand.
Well,
Steady hand.
Why do you always find yourself in
Who
trouble?
knows?
Setting fires, impregnating teenage girls.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, it's kind of working.
Ryan, very chivalrous, this challenging me to a duel for Lindsay's affection, but ultimately, you're gonna side with me, not the father.
Who abandoned her for 16 years?
he's doing the same thing. They're gonna miss that shot over and over. Come on, Ryan. Yes.
Nice.
He is proving to him that he can concentrate, he can play his fucking game, and it's also actually giving them an opportunity to talk, even though they're insulting each other. Yes!
Nice.
Bitch, please!
Now, this may be the way you settle things where you come from, game of pool, but in real life, it takes more than that.
You're not a man of your word. Nice to know.
Enjoy your date. It's on me.
Thanks.
You know what? Why don't you guys stay here tonight?
Are you sure it's Valentine's Day?
Maybe run a movie or something. You hear the color mine's pretty good.
Okay, a little move. He's actually being more mature than Caleb here. He won Lindsay back, but he's not putting it in his face and stuff. He's actually showing him that he can be
Hi.
a respectable guy.
I'd like to cancel our
Order this dinner.
So stay here.
No.
Don't do that.
No.
I've been without you for 20 years. Still, I'm gonna miss you. All over again.
I wish it had never happened. I wish I could take it all back at night. I wish I'd never run.
Me too.
Don't kiss him.
Do not nose grace, please.
Don't kiss him.
No.
Don't
No.
fucking.
Sandy!
And he made the move too.
I was rooting for you. What the fudge? This is on you. This is on you, man.
You should stay.
Oh, well, she's gonna fucking stay. Or if she leaves, she's gonna come back.
Of course she's gonna stay. He gave her an opening.
Yep. Like, he could try to explain it to himself by saying, like, oh, it was a goodbye kiss or something. It didn't mean anything, but it meant something.
No, come on.
Yeah, it definitely meant something. And he kind of he broke his wife's trust. He also proved her right with all her insecurities.
I just had a terrible dinner with my mom.
My technique work?
Guess so. But also, it was knowing I could come here and see you. Not that I want to put any pressure on you or anything.
We're making this
Are you
official.
good for the beach?
Now?
Yeah, it's a little ritual I have for whenever something really major is about to change in my life.
I have so much to say about this, guys.
The worst is, like, they are actually fucking cute together,
They
and
are
it's
cute
really
together.
sweet. It's just that they are both, especially Marissa, toxic, and I fear that they're not gonna be good for each other in the long run. But we'll see.
Well, I was about to say that I hope that she might somehow be a good influence in some ways. Besides the toxic traits.
Close the
You
door.
missed a
She's
big
gonna close the
time.
door. You're sleeping on the couch tonight, my man. It's deserved.
Got a little rouge on here, Sandy.
An actual kiss, yeah. Yeah.
Not just a nose graze.
Stuff with the nose grace. I mean, I can't help but feel a bit happy though. Like, they are sweet.
At least we ended this on a happy note.
For them, yeah.
Oh,
We'll
my
talk about them
gosh.
first because I think it's obvious.
I
what
mean,
need
we
to
did say that the fact that Alex enabled Marissa with her bad habits, like the drinking, the skipping school.
Not just that it's not that so much that she enables it, it's just that it's kind of also part of her lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I was thinking when I saw them on the beach, like, that actually makes her a better fit than, like, when Ryan was with Marissa. Because when Ryan is with Marissa, she brings out the old Ryan, the one that takes care of broken people, the savior. And he doesn't like, well, I mean, it's not like he doesn't drink or anything, but it's not so much his style. Yeah. When it comes to Alex, she does fit better with Marissa's lifestyle. Not so much the money side of it, but the emotion, the parent stuff, the emotional stuff, and the partying and the drinking and all of that. So she's not complaining like with Ryan. Like Ryan had, we saw it earlier. Like he in another episode, like he had so many emotions, bad emotions about what Marissa used to do. But Alex, she so far she seems to be fine with how Marissa is. She doesn't, fight back or anything. She allows it to happen, and I think Marissa enjoys that because for one, she doesn't have someone judging her or criticizing her. So they do fit well together, but it is sort of toxic because she's letting her go down that path. And with Marissa, not with so much with Alex, because I feel like even though Alex has gone off the rail here and there, especially when she was with Seth, like we saw sometimes, like she's not perfect and she knows it, and she has her moments. She still seems to have everything balanced, sort of. She's an adult. She works. She knows life a little better than them.
She's more responsible.
Yeah, but with Marissa,
that might be the only highlights of the fact that she might be able to maybe show Marissa that she needs to have some restraint with this.
But what I'm afraid of is that she's gonna let it happen and down the line, because with Marissa, it's not right now. It's down the line. What happens next? Because it's a drama. We know that eventually things are gonna get bad again. Now she's learned a new technique with her mom, like to just, don't give her the fight. It's great
about it.
It's actually really great because it's true. If you don't fight back, you don't give them ammunition. You don't give them the need to fight also. So we'll see how that happens. But like, Julie's not changing, obviously. She's still, she pretends she wants a closer relationship with Marissa, but she always uses that for her better, for her advancement, for her career, for money. It's never about Marissa. So yeah, down the line, there's going to be another fight. There's going to be something else that happens. And I'm afraid that she's going to go off the rails and Alex is not going to be able to stop her because she doesn't do it.
You know what? It's the fact that she's saying that, I will survive. I'll be fine if I lose Caleb, but I'll never be fine if I lose you or your sister. But she's not willing to change or to try to have a conversation with her daughter.
She does have the feelings.
Afterwards, in the future, when her kids don't talk to her and go no contact with her, she's gonna be surprised. What have I done to deserve this?
The worst with Julie is that she does have those feelings. Like she does love her kids. It's just that everything else kind of steps on those feelings, it kind of overtakes it, and everything else is more important on a day-to-day basis. But deep down, she does have those feelings. I believe her when she says she cares. It's just that she doesn't show it, and she uses that for fucking,
it's like when people think that, because your family it's kind of expected that I love you, that you love me. So it doesn't really matter if I don't really show you day-to-day basis, right?
It's only when there's tragedy that happens that she shows those feelings.
I should have done better, yeah.
But like, that's why I don't believe her. Kind of like with Caleb. Every time something happens and they're like, oh, I made a change of mind, I changed. Like, I don't believe them. And I was right. Like, look at Caleb. He fucking, he said he saw things differently. I know he wants to make efforts, but the second that Lindsay was like, oh, Ryan wants to say sorry, like, we're trying something here, no efforts whatsoever, and Ryan had to fucking be the better man.
But then, I know that first impressions matters to pretty much everyone.
Yes, but how long are you going to stay
important, and sometimes they have long-lasting effects. And the first time that he met Ryan, he was punching people left and right.
He has a broken past. He's got issues. True. It's true, but he's changed. And how long are you going to stay mad at a fucking kid? He didn't kill anyone.
That we know yet.
I'm not even sure Caleb knows why he was in fucking prison. Like, I don't think he looked into it so much. He just, he saw a few moments where, Ryan lost it and he went off the rails. But geez, you're not even looking at your own fucking circle. Like, the people surrounding your family, like, they're worse. They're just as bad, if not worse. Like, you think they're better because like they have money, they come from your circle, and because Ryan comes from, you know, the other side of town, like he comes from the bad neighborhood and he's got a bad reputation, you just automatically assume he's the worst.
Some people do things like that.
But
Just
that's-
because you're not in the same social circle, they think that you're below them.
I know, it's a different type of rebellion slash badness. It's more flashy. You know, people notice it more, but he's fucking married to Julie, who manipulates, you know, uses her loved ones, and she fucking, you know, she lies and stuff. Like, she's done bad shit too, but he's not gonna complain about that. And like, let's not talk about him. He's done some shitty stuff too. That's why Ryan loves to bring it back every time they talk about it, because Caleb is not a saint, but his mistakes, we don't talk about them ever. Because he's Caleb, like, who cares?
But yeah, you know what's worse? Like you said, Ryan is a teenager. He has time to grow out of it. He has time to get better.
Not
Caleb is a freaking grandpa.
Yeah.
He's past time for changes.
Yeah, and I mean, like, he can still do the right thing, and I hope that what just happened with the pool thing is gonna be great.
Yeah, like you said, just the fact that Rand didn't rub it in his face, that he won the challenge, that he won the fact that he was allowed to have Lindsay affection. Caleb smiled. He said, okay, maybe you're not all bad. Maybe we can go somewhere with this.
He showed him that he was capable of not letting emotions get to his head. He stayed, like, you know, he tried to use Pool as a way to insult Ryan by saying, oh, you need to, you know, have a clear head and be steady and stuff. And he tried to goad him into losing his patience. But Ryan managed to stay calm and win the game. So not only did he show him he could be like that, he won at a game that's, you know, technically Caleb's thing, you know, it's his game. So his pride took a hit, but so Ryan won, and fair and square, he deserved Lindsay here. But the fact that he did that, yeah, it shows he's mature enough to not, like I said and like you said, rub it in Caleb's face and just make a mockery of it to Caleb. And I don't think he expected that. So, you know, we saw on his face he was surprised. So we'll see, like, if he allows him to show him how he is.
Mm-hmm.
If Caleb, you know, spends more time with him, sees him for who he is, maybe, eventually they're going to be able to support each other.
You know what's funny?
Support as in, you know, be in the same room without fighting.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? It's the fact that I can see that Caleb and Ryan might have more in common than Caleb does with Seth.
With
attitude-wise, with temper and stuff. I mean,
well,
they
I see why,
they
but-
could have maybe more ground to relate to than he does with his own grandson.
And you're saying that, no, I know why you're seeing that, but low-key, if you really think about it, it's just because Ryan is more calm than Seth. But he likes comic books, he likes video
not
games.
Not necessarily, but I would not be surprised if when they find the time and the will to talk together and to have a discussion, we might find out that they might have more common interest together.
Ryan is a teen. Caleb is like a grown up. That's like you said, a grandpa. They don't have the same circles.
We found out that he was interested in architecture, just like Kirsten was. Maybe just like Caleb is. We could be surprised. And sometimes the people that you fight most with are the one that you're more similar to.
I don't want to say that Ryan and Caleb are similar because Caleb is such a fucking asshole.
We will see. We don't know yet.
I just want them to at least, you know, be chill when they're together so that Lindsay doesn't have to fucking choose every time. That's the only thing I want. I don't give a shit. Like, if they do turn, if they don't, they're not gonna become friends. It's not happening.
They're not gonna be besties. And
No, they're not becoming friends at all.
I know.
What I want them to have is at least a little bit of respect, as in, like, Caleb stops treating him like a criminal. That's all I want. If you say it goes further, you can believe that, but I don't see it.
I'm just saying, maybe it's gonna go that way. I will not be surprised if it does.
Well, I disagree. I just want respect.
Okay.
But still. Now the two big fucking mess in this episode.
Let's start with the teenagers. I'm not angry with the teenagers. They're just dumb shit. So let's talk about them.
Everything that Seth said was real and true. He still has his feelings for Summer, and he has been the one saying like shit, like we are in a situation where things will blow up. Like he was aware it was gonna happen, and he couldn't help it. He couldn't control himself, which is on him because fuck off. Like you can't really control anxiety and stress. Like when the fact that he didn't sleep, that's not really his fault. Like his emotions were too high. He was freaking out over the fact that they were right on the other side of the wall and he could be doing things. Like his jealousy just took over and his imagination went places. So you can't really control the effects of that. But even on coffee, you can control what you're saying at the meeting, and he fucking stepped over the line. I still ship him and Summer, and she was like, she did give him a chance to tell her everything he has.
Yeah,
to
but
tell her.
That's not really the place to tell those things when the boyfriend is just right beside you with the door open.
It's a really shitty situation because he cares about both. He loves Summer, and he's friends with Zach. He doesn't want to. I think though I don't think Zach is gonna be friends with us for long after this. Like he definitely understands that Seth has feelings for his girlfriend. I'm really interested in knowing like what did he want to say to Summer, because they didn't tell us, and that means that it's important.
Oh,
so I want to know. And I think maybe if it's something bad or big, I don't know. Maybe Summer is gonna be like, oh, okay, now I have actual reasons to maybe step away from Zach and go with Seth. So I really want to see what kind of news this is. To me, it feels like everything that Seth said was true for her as well. But she's better at pushing it down because right now the bad is still too fresh, and maybe it's like she sees all the all the good things with Zach, and it's enough for her right now. So if that dynamic changes, she might start going to Seth again. But the thing is, we know the feelings are still there. There's a reason why they nose grazed.
True.
But doing what he did, it sucks. Everyone knew what he was talking about, and it sucks for the comic book thing because I really wished it could go further.
It could go somewhere. He does have talent, and it is true that usually people do love stories between characters and comic
He talked
books.
about the OC. He introduced Ryan and Marissa and their whole thing, but then he switched by talking about him and Summer, literally, and kind of expressing how the public, the people watching the show, feel about their relationship. It was so meta. It was really good, and he looked crazy. But it's kind of confirmation. Like Summer was embarrassed. The guy was like, okay, this is definitely not people I want to work with.
They're
and
not
Zach,
ready to do this.
And Zach just got more pissed because it's confirmation that, the guy still loves my girlfriend. This is bad.
My friend's still in love with my girlfriend. Ouch.
Yeah. But see.
I'm really curious about what he wants to say to Summer, because so many possibilities. Like, she thought about maybe doing something more, so he might be a virgin. He might say, I'm gonna wait before marriage also. He might say that he's leaving, like our golden retriever who left. What was his name again?
Luke?
Luke.
I forgot Luke's name.
I remember the nickname. That's all that matters. It said that he has a second family and a kid hiding somewhere.
No, I don't think he's... It could be I'm a virgin, but then again, why make such a big deal out of it? Like, it's a big deal when the main characters are virgins and we're kind of introducing the idea of sex in a TV show, but Summer's no virgin now, so to have her new boyfriend have that, I don't know. I don't think it's that, but it could be. We've been through that storyline.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
So, marriage or he's dying. One of those.
He's dying.
Could be.
I don't know. I don't think it could be. Well, it could be, but I don't think it's dramatic in a way like, I'm gonna die or something, because like he's planning things.
Armies B is gay and he has feeling for Seth.
No, but like
it was all planned all along.
Maybe there are the more typical problems that we see with couples in teenage dramas and stuff. It's like, I got accepted in a new school, I'm gonna move, I'm going to the army or something, like, or if you go with the Ryan way, but I don't think Zach would be the type, like, it's, like I have a kid somewhere, like, it's usually those things, With Zach, I don't know. Like, it could be I got a scholarship somewhere, like, I'm leaving.
Maybe.
It's kind of like... But then, like, it seems like he still sees a future with Summer because he's planning things. Like, they're going to Italy together. If they go to Italy soon, it might be like, oh, we're not going to see Summer for an episode, and when she comes back, things will have changed.
She's gonna be single?
Maybe. But, so I don't think, like, what he has to say to her is, like, end it all type of news. I think it's more of a, you need to know this before you decide to go further with me. So after listening to what he has to say, it could be nothing. Like, we could be just fucking speculating about this and it's nothing. Like, oh, I have a weird mole on my back.
I have a turned nipple.
So, yeah. But I feel like it's more... I feel like him saying that and us not hearing it, because it got interrupted with Seth's phone call. It's kind of like a reminder, oh, what you're about to learn here, don't forget that there's another guy who loves you over there that you can choose. So I feel like it's about to be something that gives her ammunition to be like, okay, we break up. We'll see. I do love Zach.
That might put her in a tough spot, yeah.
Yeah, I do love Zach, and I feel like if he had been the one breaking up with Summer, and then, yeah, I mean, Summer and Seth would probably just end up together right, like, the next episode, and he would not be fine with that, but it would have been better for him. Like, he would have maybe... he would have gotten the blow easier. Does that make sense? Anyway, it would have been easier for him than, like, if Summer breaks up with him to go with Seth, or Seth breaks them up, creates a situation they can get over. So
technically almost did it.
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is, Summer is really good at hiding those feelings, and like I said in the episode, I feel like if she doesn't see it, it doesn't happen for her. She's good at ignoring it and be like she really likes Zach, and she loves him in a certain way, and I get that. He's very sweet, and what she has with him, it could work, and he's so similar to Seth in a way. There's no way she doesn't love him, but it's not the spark that she gets with Seth, so that's why it's touchy, and that's why it's when she's close to Seth, it gets intense, but when she's with Zach, it's easy for her to detach from Seth. But I do feel that if Seth had been like, I love you, I want you to be with me, she would have considered leaving Zach.
Almost like our other couple that we need to talk about.
Oh, yeah, well, okay, now we're moving on to Sandy and Kirsten.
Sandy, my man, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed in you, man. From season 1, you were the couple that I was rooting for. One of the best example that I had, and you did this to your wife.
I still root for them. It's just, in the episode I said he's really sweet, and he is. Like, he cares for Kirsten so much, and I get it. Like, he's a good character. And with Rebecca, it gets confusing and difficult because she is a lost love. Like, she is someone he loved very much, kind of his soulmate, and they never ended things. What happened with them is they were torn apart, and she had to go. And for so long, yeah, he missed her because those feelings never got an ending. It never got a closure. So now that she's back, the sparks are kind of back too. And it's not that he doesn't love Kirsten.
I know he loves his wife.
I feel it's more like the sparks right now overshadow the routine of the marriage. Because you can love your wife after years of marriage. It becomes routine, and the sparks are not as big. They can still last, and you can have those moments where you rekindle the sparks and you bring them back. But right now, it's the day-to-day love story where, yeah, he loves her and she loves him, but it's nothing compared to, oh, my lost love just came back and the sparks are flying, and she's like, it's so dramatic. Emotions are high when he's with her, so yeah, he's gonna feel weak and he's gonna make moves. Still, I said it a few episodes ago about the teenagers. It's true for the adults as well. There's no fucking way he can control that kiss. He decided to kiss her.
It's the fact that, like you said, he made the move, that he leaned into it. I mean, I could understand that she still has those feelings, that she had to leave back then to go to go on a run. And he had to put down and bury those feelings. She made a move on him. She kissed him. Okay, fine. But he did not push her back.
He kissed her. He's the one that moved first. I know it was in the script. No, he made the move first. I know, I looked for it. I knew they were gonna kiss. I was like, okay, it's about to happen, and I definitely looked to see who moved first. But in a way, it's not so much that the character moved first. It's just it's in the script. So which actor made the move? Well, no, I mean it's him, but still, to me, he made the move, and Kirsten has every fucking right to be pissed because in the episode, she kind of said the line, and she didn't want to be the bad guy, so she gave him a choice, but he chose not to be with her. He chose Rebecca, so she was sad. And the fact that he stayed with her so long, she knows something happened. She knows, like, okay, you care more about this girl. And she was afraid of that, and he proved her right. So she has every right to be pissed because, like, he disrespected her. And he knows it. He knows that he's going to have a lot to make up for. But I think Rebecca's not leaving, so that's going to be worse.
No, she's not leaving because he gave her a freaking opening.
And to be fair, she's also in a very vulnerable spot. She just lost her dad, which was really sad, by the way. And she has no one else. Like, he's kind of, like, he's everything she left behind. She cares about him so much, but you gotta respect the wife, girl. That's not how it works.
Whoa. If something like this happened, is the fault only on the girl or it's only on the guy?
It's on both? Did I say anything that made it seem like it was Hyder's only fault?
Well, technically, Rebecca can do whatever the fuck she wants.
No, she's got to respect the wife. She made moves. She got close. She was like, yeah. It's at the beginning of the episode. I was like, for her benefit. Like, she did say, oh, how did your wife react? Like, she kind of.
Yeah, she doesn't care about the wives.
No, but she did imply that. Oh, okay. I expected you to talk to your wife. Like, she never told Sandy not to tell Kirsten, but in the end here, yeah, she didn't care. I think she's in an emotional place right now where she just needs someone to comfort her, and her soulmate is right there, so she made a move, and she was like, oh, I mean, you could stay. This is the line. You're crossing the line. I get it. Like, you may want to be like, oh, I want to see you before I go. I get that. There's too many emotions not to have that, which is why I was like, okay, Kirsten, you need to understand a little bit here. Like, he can't turn off those feelings, but where they messed up was when they crossed that line. That's when they made the move. She's got every right to be pissed at that, and Sandy's gonna suck for a few episodes here.
Is he gonna tell her that he kissed Rebecca?
I think she knows. I think she knows.
She knows?
Her mind is gonna go places, and she might even think they went further than just a kiss, but I'm afraid of what that means for the couple. I don't think they're gonna break up, but they could definitely have some trouble, and like couples therapy could help. But I think Sandy needs to remember why he chose. Like, this is where it gets complicated for him, because it's not like he chose between Rebecca and Kirsten. He went with Kirsten after Rebecca was taken off the board. It wasn't a choice. Yes, he loves Kirsten and they have something together, which is great, but now that he has to choose, there are too many emotions. So I think he needs to remember why he chose why he loves Kirsten. Kind of try to bring back those sparks. He does that a lot, like make big moves and stuff. He's sweet like that, but go further. You need to bring back the early love, because you need to compare it with what you're feeling with Rebecca right now. You can't compare routine to sparks.
Why is it so difficult when
it's a teen drama?
When you know that you made a wrong move, you did something wrong. Why is it so difficult for you to just say, I'm sorry, what I did hurt your feelings? And
pride. That's pride. Pride makes it so that whenever you do something bad and the other one feels hurt or stuff, like your first move is to defend yourself, or try to you don't acknowledge their feelings. Kind of like with Summer, what she's doing. Like, if it's not there, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So if someone is saying you hurt me, no, I didn't hurt you. What are you saying? Like, I didn't do that. No, well, no, she's telling you hurt her. So after that, it's sorry. I understand you. I hear you. Now let's work on it. You can't dismiss someone's feelings, and especially if you prove her right after. Anyway, it was a crazy episode. I'm really excited for the next one.
I've said it so much time, but when Kirsten gave him...
It's not Kristen.
Kirsten.
It's Kirsten.
That's what I'm saying, Kirsten. when Kirsten told him that I won't take over you if you go see Rebecca.
If you want to go, you can go. And he went.
He just went. I said, why didn't you kiss your wife before leaving? And like, thank you to understand, and leave right after.
But for me, it wasn't so much a lack of kiss. It was really like she asked him, if you want to go, you can go, and he went, which means that he chose to go with Rebecca instead of spending Valentine's Day with his wife. He chose her over Kirsten. That's why she felt like I feel at first I was like, okay, she's trying to be understanding. She's trying to be open, like give him her trust. And then it turned into, when I saw her face, I feel like it was more of a test. Like, okay, I'm gonna give him the choice. I mean, when I say it was a test, I'm not thinking like, oh, she planned this. Like, no, I feel like she gave him the choice and she didn't expect his decision to hurt her as much as it did, but it did.
Yeah.
In any case, we're gonna move on. It was a really good episode.
Oh, man.
So thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you want to see more drama, more heartbreak, more betrayals, wait for next week to see the next one, guys.
Yes.
We're gonna see you then.
Bye.